Hey everyone, this is Ian,
What's going on, guys? It's Andrew.
and welcome back to another episode of Media Talk with Bill and Smith. It's been a couple of weeks since we actually recorded one. Sorry about that, we just
Yeah.
have busy schedules. But we
Yeah.
made our return to Broadway this week.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We saw finally after telling you guys that we would see it. We did see every brilliant thing. So thank God.
Um, we didn't see it with Danny Radcliffe, unfortunately, but we did see it with another star.
hmm Yes, we did. She, this particular actress, has played the same character for the last 27 years.
Oh my God.
On a show that most of you all know, hopefully. Most of all you fans out there know. You Law and Order fans out there. She plays Law and Order SVU Captain Olivia Benson. It is Mariska Hargitay in every brilliant thing.
Talk about brilliant casting, first of all.
hmm Yeah.
And second of all, we didn't know this going in, but this was actually her Broadway debut,
hmm Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah. She has, I mean, before she started acting in high school and everything, I did read a little bit about her. Like, she was in school, her teachers, wanted her to go on Broadway because, she was an outgoing person and everything. So they wanted her to do plays and stuff like that in school and everything like that. And then when she did that, then she started really on SVU, and then she never looked back after that. So, yeah, I mean, for me, watching her in this show, I will be honest, I couldn't really see her doing that role at first, because it's just watching her on Law and Order SVU for so many years. But I know it's just a character she plays, but she did a really, really tremendous job in this show.
She's a very talented woman. Seeing the show definitely tells us that she has range.
hmm
She could because there are a lot of funny moments in the show, but the show is really about mental health.
hmm
How do you deal with depression, and
hmm
it does talk about suicide, but you have to try to look at the bright things in life.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the narrator, yeah, I'm sorry, go
Oh,
on.
no. Go. What were you gonna say?
The narrator has no name, first of all,
hmm
but she's talking to us as the audience, talking about her life in particular,
hmm
the lows and the highs, and there were some very good highs.
Oh
But
yeah.
the great thing and the brilliant thing is the audience participants in the show,
But
because because the character will actually have audience members actually say certain lines when she reads off the list.
yeah, I mean, there's a list that she has, or that she says, and um it's really making a list of a million really wonderful and beautiful and delightful things. And obviously she doesn't go through the whole million list, but everything on the list, obviously she skips a bunch, but every cast member, which was pretty cool, every
Audience
audience
member.
member, sorry, every audience member, um, almost every audience member, most of the audience members that they picked out randomly had a list. When she says the number, she reads it out. She says the number, and then they just read what's on the list that was given to them.
Now, all of the audience members were actually given one the thing to say in particular at a certain point.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to say it because if you guys haven't seen it yet, I don't want to ruin it. But it's a great line.
Yes. Yes. She will. The only thing we will tell you is, when she gets up to the number 10,000, then that's um that's when every audience member says that line.
Yeah, and she will interact with the rest of the audience members by just coming off the stage and running around. That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite bits. But we didn't know this at the time, but we actually sat behind her real life husband.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we did. My good friend here didn't realize it at the time, but once I saw him and then he sat down, I'm like, dude, that's her husband right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was no pressure on us, by the way.
Oh no.
We were still gonna do our jobs,
Yeah. No, we were definitely going to evaluate and, just enjoy the show and review it, obviously. But, just no pressure at all from her husband sitting right behind us, right in front of us. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that
No
was
pressure. No pressure.
no pressure, but that was a pretty cool moment.
I loved watching her performance. I really did.
Yeah.
But again, I had to, just think, okay, this is not Benson right now that's talking. It's not Olivia. But she's a wonderful performer. She has a warm, sensitive, caring,
Mm-hmm.
presence, which I think it comes from her.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Look, both you and I just went in there without, taking Law and Order SVU, her character, out of our mind, and just focusing on her performance here. And yeah, I mean, we just went in with that expectation, and because we didn't really know what she would be like on Broadway and everything, and it just blew our minds, and she really exceeded those expectations.
It was absolutely fantastic, and we saw this. This was actually one of the previous shows we actually saw. One of the preview performances.
Yeah.
She actually had her debut on Tuesday.
Yes.
And we were told that it was phenomenal, but we already knew it was phenomenal because she's phenomenal.
Yeah, she definitely was. I mean, we've seen her doing interviews like online and everything like that, but for me, I never really saw her in person, so like I never really knew what she would be like in real life. So I know this was still a part for her to play, but from the way she performed in the show, I mean, I totally agree with you. She's like so warm, like a warm person, like a funny and entertaining, energetic, and she was just really great.
Yeah, because we rarely get to see her cut loose,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this was a rare opportunity, and we were not disappointed. Yeah, it's crazy how insanely popular this show has become.
Mm-hmm.
We knew obviously with Daniel Radcliffe it was already popular, but
Yeah.
I think with her coming into the role, I think it's just fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we wanted to see Daniel. I mean, but to be like honestly, it was like tickets were going for like $600 or $700, like
Yeah.
a day or a week. I mean, yeah. As much as we wanted to see Daniel, obviously our schedules didn't line up as well.
Yeah.
That was for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part, our schedules didn't really line up. But we're sorry that we didn't see Daniel because we wanted to, but we don't regret seeing Mariska either. Because
Yeah, this is a lovely lady here.
yes,
A lovely lady.
yes, yeah, she was tremendous. On her when they had, there was a red carpet party for her on her debut,
Yeah.
which was very interesting and very, very great. Her Law and Order SVU cast was on the red carpet with her celebrating her party, and especially Stabler, Christopher Maloney. I mean, why wouldn't he show up? Obviously,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
on the red carpet show. I mean, they're just so close. But yeah, most of her Law and Order SVU cast was there, and that was amazing to see. All those pictures of that.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
The show's about 97 minutes, so there's no intermission, folks. So you're in for the full run.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still, I was still amazed by the comfortable seats that the Hudson Theater provides.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, they actually had to rearrange the seats. We noticed, so she can come down the stage and actually interact with some of the audience members. In fact, she ran around giving high fives to each of the audience members on the first floor. And as she was passing her husband, she whispers, "I love you" to him, and we heard it.
Yes, we did. We did. That was great moment.
Yeah,
As I mean, I could tell. Well, you and I both can tell. But as she was, it was some of it was a little funny. As she was engaging with the audience on stage, you can tell like maybe like two of them were actually nervous.
yeah,
Actually, they were nervous participating in that. Especially, we won't give it away, but there was a male audience member
oh
that she
god,
interacted with for a little while. He was you could just tell on his face it was kind of he was nervous. He was
yeah,
nervous a bit.
and he's probably thinking, "I can't believe I'm on stage with Olivia Benson talking to her." Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was great. He was great. A lot of the
Mhm.
audience members were great,
Yeah.
and they had to play specific characters
Yeah.
of the main character, the narrator's life. So yeah, they did a good job, but yeah, they were nervous because again, it's kind of nerve wracking being on stage. But if you're sitting on the stage, then you gotta expect the lead actress, to pick on you. I mean,
I mean, you kind of think. I mean, honestly, I would be as nervous too because I'm actually on stage interacting with Olivia Benson, who I've watched for 20 years, mostly. I didn't really
yeah,
watch the whole thing when it first started, but like 15, 20 years. Um, just a tremendous actress, and I would actually be nervous too, interacting with her because she's just so great and
yeah,
just such a great star.
but also a very lovely human being.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, we can't reveal too much of what happens because we
Yeah.
rather have you see the show.
Yes. And Mariska, if you're watching this, just a great show all around. Just you did a tremendous job. Really
Yeah,
did.
you blew us off our seats literally, and again, congratulations on a
Yes.
very successful start to. I hope to be a continuing Broadway career.
Yes, we would love to see you more on Broadway, definitely, because you're just so great. You just did so great on your Broadway debut, and um, yeah, we hope you do more of that in the future. So, congrats.
Yeah. Now we have to remember how long she's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Let me see. Because I know Tracy Ellis Ross starts on July 7th,
Yeah, she does.
so it must be shortly before that.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that Tracy Ellis Ross will take over for Mariska on on July 7th. So she probably has a few weeks left.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, we just had a tremendous time watching her. Um, I think her future is bright on Broadway if she ever does it again.
I hope she does.
Yeah.
Again, but I think she should do more comedies because she definitely has the comedy chops down. Because
Hmm.
some of the lines she was delivering were very funny.
No, definitely. I mean, some of some of the number lists that she went over was very funny. Especially there was also one where they had they put the disco ball in the theater. This we will give this. We kind of have to explain it.
Yeah.
There's something with the disco ball and music, and she's just very 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 funny in that scene there. So yeah, so if you go and see it, you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I can't say enough good things about it, but I do stress that, it is about, taking care of one's mental health,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's
Yeah,
just to say that it's okay, to talk to somebody if you feel depressed.
yeah. I mean, whether it's your dad or your mom or even a therapist.
Yeah.
Um, if you had a therapist in high school, if you had a therapist in college, no matter what age it is, um, this show kind of tells you like you can always something if something's happening, like you can always talk about it with someone.
Yeah. Just remember you're not alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's always a good thing to remember, the fact that you're not alone in this thing called life, because you're surrounded by people that love you, that want to help you,
Mm-hmm.
and, so you get better. I've been very fortunate, to have family members that I love, and also my brother over here, Andrew Smith, and my other brother, Andrew Feller here. I've been very fortunate, and I've always been able to talk to them, about stuff. They talk to me about stuff. God knows they talk to me about stuff. I mean, geez, I should be charging them for therapy.
Dude, I've talked to you about a lot of stuff since high school, and you still said I should charge you, or you should charge me.
Yes, and it's still the same. It's still the same.
No, but we always joke around, but we always, we're always there for each other.
Yeah,
You know, just watching the show, like, um, kind of just reminds you, like, you know, about life and who you can really talk to and who you can really trust in this life. And, you know, it did get to me at some points in the show. It really,
yeah.
it did.
It's also important to focus on the positive things of life.
Hmm.
That's what the list is all about. Focusing on the positive stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's take for example. I'm going to read off the cover over here. Let's take this for example. Wearing a cape, the smell of old books, roller coasters, beds. Yeah, definitely that one, because especially when you're working, late shifts, then you love the beds.
Hmm.
A much needed sneeze. Yeah, you do feel that kind of euphoria when you actually have a good sneeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Yes. Yes.
Who doesn't
Especially
want
when
ice cream?
yeah. Really good oranges. Yeah, if you like oranges. Now this one I actually have. Yeah, this is kind of controversial. This one, burning things. Well, if it's stuff that you don't
It
want
really
to
depends on the
keep,
thing.
yeah. If you don't want
Really?
to keep, yeah, old papers, then yeah, I would burn it. But kind of a gray area. Water fights. You can tell this was during the period where the character is 7 years old. Who has water fights when they're in the 30s? Well,
I mean, don't count that
maybe.
out. I mean, it's always good to, sometimes go back to being a kid at one point, just to remind yourself.
Yeah. Now, of course, this one was this one's on the list. Sex. Again, that's that. Enough said. Enough said. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say.
You could have left that one out.
I'm sorry. It's a brilliant thing. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
Now, but yeah, it's stuff like that. It's positive stuff, and we should be focusing on the positive stuff. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
it's a healthy way to live. But again, we can't ignore the stuff that's happening. The negative stuff. We can't ignore that,
No, we
especially
can't.
if something's wrong mentally in your with you, or somebody that's hurting that you know in your life. You can't ignore that.
Yeah,
So yeah, I am going to take the lessons of this show to heart and just help those who that I know that are hurting.
yeah. I mean, you kind of have to just look at life and just take what you can. Just take it day by day and just enjoy life. And if there's something mentally not, if there's something mentally that's going on, or you know, don't don't go through it alone. Because if you go through it alone, then you know you'll just spiral. And you know, if the show has taught you anything, just be there for the people that you cared about.
Yeah,
And they'll do the same for you.
that's all you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was very pleased that we saw this show, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed our performer. Mushtakai, if you are watching this, thank you.
yes, thank you. We enjoyed seeing you again. Well, I just said it again. Um, but we enjoyed seeing you. We enjoyed watching you perform. You did a great job in your Broadway debut. Um, and yeah, so thank you for at least getting us away from real life for a little while, and just enjoy this show. So really, thank you.
Thank you for being you.
Yes, yes, thank you for being you.
So, for those who haven't seen every brilliant thing, go see it right now. It's at the Hudson Theater because I guarantee you a good time.
Yes, yes, the seats are comfortable. You have leg room there. Just a brilliant theater all around. So please, you will not be disappointed by this show. Just go see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's going to be a couple of movies we're going to be seeing in the coming weeks. We're definitely going to be seeing Disclosure Day, their new Steven Spielberg film.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, one of us saw Masters of the Universe. I haven't seen it yet, but
Mhm.
I know it's not doing too well on the box office right now. But I did see the audience score, and it is high.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this numerous times on the show. I mean, we can't, we can't focus on the critic scores.
Yeah,
It's, if this movie's, if this, all right, one of us has seen the movie. I will say it was me, because, I
I was
apologize.
I was trying to make not to say who saw it. I mean,
Oh, okay, well, I want to be upfront and honest with our
all
guests
right,
here,
all right,
because
all right, all right.
our audience, because unfortunately, I will not be able to see it with them tomorrow, because I unfortunately am working. But I did see this movie. I will not give anything away. I didn't give anything away to my co-star here. But this movie is entertaining. It's fun. You know, it's you know, it's just to get away for 2 hours. I believe it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
So it's just a fun movie all around to go with your dad, go with your nephew, go with family, go with your friends. It's just enjoyable all around. But this movie is not this movie is not bad as critics are saying. So it's I don't understand. I don't.
Yeah. So judge it on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Go see it on your own. Yes, I'll be watching that Disclosure Day. Which I'm really looking forward to because it's a Steven Spielberg movie. I mean, come on.
Who doesn't want to see a Spielberg movie?
Yeah. Then later in the month we have Supergirl, which we're excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
But next month we have Spider-Man.
Finally,
I know.
can't come soon enough. So we talk. I'm just really excited to see this movie on where Peter's journey goes from here. We will do a before theater review on it. I guess we'll talk about what happened before Brand New Day. Well, what happened in No Way Home. Get
Yeah.
all caught up on that, and then what we think is going to happen in the movie. And we will do an after reaction movie review as well. So very
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah. So check those out. We will be going back to hopefully, recording on a more regular basis or a steady basis
Mhm.
because our work schedules are, constantly changing. But do not worry, folks. We will make you guys a priority.
Yes, yes. Our schedules are changing. It's varying, but we will fit the time into this, and hopefully by next week, either next Monday or Tuesday, somewhere around there, we will record again. So and get the episode out to you. So
Yeah. And for God's sakes, go see every brilliant thing. Is that the Hudson Theater? Go.
go now. Well, okay, don't go now, but go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go tomorrow.
I mean, for God's sakes, it's the summer in Manhattan.
Seriously, like it's like 85 degrees outside. Like, yes, it's gonna be hot, but just go in the Hudson Theater and just enjoy the show and enjoy the air conditioning that's in there.
Yes.
Just
Yeah. And if you get a chance, go to a Knicks game. Go Knicks.
yes. I apologize for that. Had so much going on, especially with the show we're doing. Game 3 of the Knicks game will be on at MSG tomorrow night. Very excited about that. I will be working, but all the guests will be watching in the hotel. And I will be hearing hopefully lots of cheers. So it's very exciting for New York fans right now, especially what's going on in football. And since there's no football right now, and with the regular season of MLB underway, so this is very exciting for Knicks fans right now. All you Knicks fans out there, including me, and
me.
and you, of course. 2 more games. They got to win 2 more games, and we can hopefully finally bring a championship back to New York after all these years. So I will keep you updated on that. Well, you'll be watching the game anyway, so all you Knicks fans will be watching it at MSG tomorrow. And FYF for all of you out there, our commander in chief will be in attendance at MSG for the next game. So yeah, he will be there. Yeah. So enjoy the game. Enjoy the next game tomorrow. 2 more games, 2 more wins. We need 2 more wins. So let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
One more thing before we have to close out the show, unless my coworker has something before I say it. After I say what I have to. So after this show, For Every Brilliant Thing closes, I believe in August. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think their last show is in August. There will be another show that will be going into the Hudson Theater. It's called Other Desert Cities. That will be in the Hudson Theater. I've never heard of it. I don't know if you have.
No, I've never heard of it, but I've heard the actors that are being in it.
Yes. So this show will be starring. It's got a great cast: Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ed Harris, and Allison Janney.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good cast right there. believe it's going to open in September. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. Well, we're looking forward to seeing that show as well. But
Absolutely.
but yes, that is another show coming to the Hudson Theater.
Yeah. So lots of stuff to see this summer. So why'd you spend it in New York?
Going to the city. Just it's gonna be a nice summer. Spend it in the city. Walk around. Do some tourist stuff. You know, like a hop on, hop off thing. You know, do tours around the city. I want to do that at some point. Because I never really. I live in New York, and I never really got a specific an official tour of New York City.
I know. I've been talking about it with my folks. You and I have been talking with Feller. Let's just do it.
Well, let's just do it at one point. We'll set a day, and we'll just go ahead and do it.
Absolutely. Well, folks, I think that's gonna be it for us tonight. I'm Ian Miller.
I'm Andrew Smith,
and this has been Me and Talk with Don Smith. That was also a great night.
Hi, guys.
If you'd like to follow us on YouTube, just hit that like button and subscribe.